Now that's another thing that tells you that your environment is good. If they're happy, they're mating.
Lorraine Dick knows her worms. It has only been about a year since she first started her special indoor composting program, but now she's in full swing and it's paying off. This Grand Forks resident has taken her passion for worms and composting to a new level with vermiculture.
Vermiculture is composting with worms. Now we know about composting, it's the breakdown of the biological, the stuff, the food products we put in the compost. But with worms, they do the chewing up and the spitting out. And what the end product is vermicastings, which is what we want in the end.
Vermicastings are literally worm poop that inoculates the soil, which naturally over time loses the good bacteria that is essential for growing fruits and vegetables. Practicing vermiculture isn't for everyone, but it can be very interesting and fun for children and is fairly easy to do.
Before you get your worms in the tub, you would put in bedding, which could be shredded paper, leaves. I use leaves because I've got lots of them. And then start with some food products in there. You want to leave the food products till they're just about moldy or rotting. And then you can add your worms. Leave them alone, keep them in a warm place. They don't have to be outside and they don't have to be inside, but they do need to be in a good temperature and they need to be moist but not saturated. And that's kind of the biggest science, is making sure that they don't get too wet or too dry.
Lorraine has read everything she could find on vermiculture and has since come up with her own way of doing things, including the way she feeds her worms.
I want my worms as happy as possible. And I could just throw the apple peels and the banana peels and everything else, but that's slow. So I take all of the food scraps that everybody gives me and I puree them. I freeze them to kill any fruit flies, and then I puree them and then I give it to them.
For more information on vermiculture, or if you are interested in starting your own worm composting bin, contact Lorraine on Facebook. She is listed as Wayward Worm. For Go Kootenays in Grand Forks, I'm Kristina Kruchkowski.